I'm Steve Piper, Chief Operating Officer at iMeta Technologies. We're a financial services software solution provider based on the South Coast down in Southampton. We provide primarily to the customer lifecycle management and KYC solution space within large investment banks. We started out as a software consultancy. We've always been based here in Southampton, and in the last 10 years or so, when we started working with Godel, we started to focus more on products. So we started out with a product called Assassin, which is iMeta's standing settlement instruction solution. It can be used in other spaces, anywhere where there's a KYC, fraud, anti-money laundering, various compliance side of things. We integrate with lots of data providers to provide a centralized solution for our customers to manage the onboarding and offboarding process around those sorts of activities.
My name's Mark Greenway, Project Manager at iMeta Technologies. My day-to-day role within the company is managing the full delivery and life cycle of all our projects to our clients. That starts out from kind of pre-sales and RFP, RFI processes, right through to workshops with our clients, and then from the full kind of software delivery cycle. So from the development cycle, testing, implementation support, and then hand over to our support teams. So iMeta's software delivery pace certainly isn't slow. It will depend, I think, internally, and we develop at a pretty high pace in terms of the product development. From a sales perspective, we're constantly getting new requirements as they come through the door, and obviously new features that they're looking to build. Those then have to be pushed through an internal review and approval process to get those features out to our client configurations as quickly as possible. One of the things we are constantly challenged with, though, is to deliver quickly, whether that be internally or externally, and Godel will play a key part in that delivery cycle as well.
We're very pleased to see Southampton being recognised for the great tech talent that we have around here. We're based down here is because we've always pulled very heavily on the universities. We've had a very strong relationship with the universities here. We're also on the Science Park here, which is another tech hub. Yeah, it's just great to see that. That can only help us in some ways attracting the talent down to the South Coast. So it does present challenges with wages, etc. Obviously, there's some pressures there, and I know some other businesses personally that have relocated from London down to the South Coast. So I'm seeing that myself in terms of some businesses that friends of mine have been involved in, where they've specifically set up, South Coast offices to get out of the London bubble and the pricing there.
My name is Nick Canfor. I'm the Commercial Director of iMeta Technologies. Previous to my current role, I was Operations Director, and I am part owner of the company. I was originally central to taking on Godel 10 years ago, so my history with Godel goes back many years.
We started looking for a partner to help us with our software development services around 10 years ago. Up to that point, it had been purely in-house with our own subcontracting staff as well, but we are a software company. So one of the key things we were looking for was people that understand software, and we can work with them as an extension to our team. So we weren't looking to fully outsource a function. It was an extension of our current capability. Clearly, we were looking at some flexibility, scale, reliability, and one of the key things we were looking for when we were talking to Godel was technical ability and technical excellence. We pride ourselves on our technical ability, and we didn't want to dilute that with any partnership that we entered into.
The reason we chose Godel originally was because we recognised that we needed a flexible offshore resource at a good price, and we were very impressed with Godel because the technology skills and their work ethics were very similar to ours as a company, and we were very impressed by that, and we felt from the outset that the relationship would work well, and it has proved to work well over 10 years.
We started light, so we got a few of the team over from Belarus and got them to work with us directly in the office for I think 3 to 6 months. I can't actually remember now, it was a while ago, but so that was the first step before we then sort of realised whether it would work, what was going to happen. So we took some light steps, but from there we then sort of rolled forward into having different teams in different locations. So that's how we went about it.
Typically at iMeta, we have a lot of follow-on and repeat business with all of our customers, and Godel are key to that relationship as well. They've worked on a number of initial implementations for us, And as these subsequent projects come back, we've been fortunate enough to have the same resources work on the same projects, which is fantastic from a continuity perspective. You know, they understand the original business problems and the drivers for change that the original implementation was there to solve. And then they can build on that and use the follow-on project to understand the next level of change. Our current focus is working with a large US client to automate the real-time verification of their existing client base. That is going to pull in a number of new data provider integrations for us, and that's a key component that the Godel team would be working on. They'll also be then writing the customised workflows and business rules to consume that data and provide a real-time verification process.
What's worked well with Godel is us being able to switch on resources, good resources, in fairly short time frames, and that helps us as a business a great deal because our customers need us to respond quickly to their needs.
Working on various projects over the last few years has been incredibly successful with the Godel team. We've worked on a number of implementations now with similar resources from Godel, and that's allowed us to build that close working relationship. We know their strengths, their weaknesses, what they like, what they don't like, and then we can tailor that to meet the specific deliverables of the project.
What's worked really well for us with the Godel relationship is that it's been running for over 10 years now. I can honestly say there's been no real significant issues we've had to overcome. It's been based on trust and an open relationship from the start. We've been lucky to see Godel grow and be successful and provide greater scale and capability for us. It's been a very easy relationship to manage from my perspective, which is great. The project teams absolutely trust the guys to deliver what they're asked to do, so that works well. But as I say, I can genuinely say the overhead on a management level has been very light, which is very lucky. In terms of managing these things, they can be very complex.
I think it's fair to say that we don't really see Godel as a partner. We see them more as working as part of our team already. They are part of the iMeta team. We've worked with a number of the members out in Belarus now for a long time. They've been over here for visits, and we certainly see them as, I say, friends and colleagues more than just a development partner that works with us on projects.
The greatest achievement for the Godel team in my time working with them has been seeing how they've managed the successful growth from where they were when we first started working 10 years ago, how they've managed to keep that personal feel with their customers and also a sort of the family feel within the organisation itself. And that's something that we look to do within our business, but clearly the bigger you get, the harder that becomes. But I can honestly say that we feel as important as we always have done. We know we feel valued as a very early customer of Godel, but you guys have gone on to win many bigger customers now, but it still feels a very valued relationship on both sides, which means a lot to us.
On a personal front, what I really like working about Godel is the consistency that they've delivered over the last few years and on the number of projects we've worked on. We can certainly rely on them all. And we know that we give them a task, they'll complete it, and if they can't, they'll tell us why, and then we'll work through it together.
If I had to sum up Godel in 3 words, I think the 3 words I would choose would be reliable, flexible, and honest.
If I was to sum up Godel in 3 words, it would be reliable, integrated, and capable.
If I could sum up Godel in 3 words, I'd say they are dependable, they are responsive, and they have excellent technical skills.